Hello. Long time no see. 1 month. Yeah, kinda long. Guess it's high time for another video. Kinda busy for the last month. Hopefully it's good enough for you guys. Third tier list. Believe there's only two more and we're done with a series. I want to focus on this series so I could finish it. Move on to another thing. And Blox card is still very, very hard to play, so I don't know what to do, mate. It's very hard. Okay, here's our tier list. Look at it. Give you guys 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're done. Let's out to our tier. Let's back to our tier list. Let me get to this. We do it the casual ways. I know just press blue cards. Don't say that I'm dumb. Actually, I am kind of dumb that I can't play this game. So, your choice. Your option. What the heck? The heck just happened? Dude, that was this way. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, legendaries. 137. First card. Nah. I gotta skip all three of these. Let's start with I wanted to insult the bad one first. Then we talk to the actual good ones. Okay. Actually, this time I do it differently. Let's talk from the collection. This part. Okay. First card on the chopping block. Ripple. Already a good start. Ripple. I put him in this tier just because one simple reason. How could he be a legendary until this point? Why? Okay, his stats, fine. He's kind of cheap for a green card. He's give you a colorless stud. Maybe that's good. 500 life. Okay. And a targeting blip. You know what have the similar ability compared to this guy? The Pistolian one. Same cost, higher stat, higher life giving, 2 targeting blip. One colorless, in my opinion, one colorless, colorless stud probably worth a targeting blip. Kinda. I mean, if you're using a normal deck, then I guess I suggest you bring Ripple. But even then, he have lower stat, and when they 1v1, Ripple just die, and the Pistolian one survives. Pistolian one will give you 50 extra life, which may not do a lot, but that's still extra. 2 targeting blip. Let's see, target. This on green. This is green card alone. Cool. What the fuck? Holy shit! This man is freaking overpowered now. They actually do something I kind of like. Let's see. Yeah, has the hero. Very good. Target. A very good target for targeting blip. Like, what else? Yeah, Ripple he just don't deserve this golden border. He's probably a common card if you uncommon. Where was the the facility one is an uncommon? Yeah, make Ripple an uncommon and I will stop complaining. Or just change his ability entirely. He doesn't feel legend. That's his that's the only problem with Ripple. He doesn't feel legend. He's a decent card, but he doesn't feel legend, and that's just biggest flaw. Like, it's just shit. He didn't feel legend at all. Next. Yeah, make Ripple either uncommon card or just change his ability entirely. I mean, I don't know what you guys want to do with Ripple. The old Ripple just kind of busted, but maybe that's good. Maybe that's what make him feel legend. Okay, next, my Marion. Yes, another shit card, I would say. He used to be good, actually. I mean, 555 is bad stat, maybe, but like, it's a green card, so icons is not really a, I'm stud is not really a problem. And you got to replay it like 1,000 times, and then your opponent gonna get mad at you because you do it too annoyingly. But now, obliterate a green card in your base plate. You can't infinite stall with a card anymore, and to 1 point, you're just gonna spend over your base. I mean, green card, and that's bad. Like that's a huge nerf. He went from this probably right there, here, yeah, this down to this. He just never feel good. Okay, now he just not even that viable. I don't think anyone run him anymore. Like rarely anybody does because they rather just use something else to stall, or maybe just not stall the game at all. The meta right now is just aggro deck, while you guys create sources to prevent aggro deck. Putting it there. Not gonna say anything more. That's a later video. So my Marion, shit card. Well, he's better than some of these cards here. Actually, no. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, boys, my Marion got a nerf in rank because he's just shit. Bigger Hills. Barre Ghost, maybe? Yeah, can call that. He's almost down here. Just saying. He's just almost down here. But I just gotta put him up here because he's actually good in some cases. But the fact that he set his card down to 150, set his HP down to 150 now, kind of make him shit to a degree. Like, it's kind of make him shit to a degree because his HP just not gonna grow that much anymore. You get 150, and then he costs 3 green studs, so you can get an extra 150. So his base stat is 450, 400 damage at the end of your turn, unless he get chopped down by this guy. Then well, he's dead at that point. Like, at least can you give him like some sort of immunity, like effect can't damage this card, and it will be fine. But for now, I think they just should just change the guy. The set this card to 150 HP just not really makes the card any better. And I know that you guys want to nerf Overseer, but out of the Overseer card that needs nerf, this thing is far from one of them. Like, it's actually one of the most balanced card in the Overseer archetype. And it's actually good outside the archetype itself. But now it's don't. Actually, yeah. It's now it's don't in both the archetype and outside the archetype. Because the HP just gonna get set. And then it's just gonna gain like a very minimal amount of HP per green stud. Not really that good of a card anymore in my opinion. Let's move on. Mario Chocolate Milk. First of all, stats kind of shit for cost. But that's not really a main problem with this guy. His ability is really very strong. Set or the stat of all alpha to do that much, and reveal your opponent's hand as a extra because everyone likes to see your opponent's hand. But here's the thing: as long as your opponent have a card that decreases attack of all enemies, like even card like this. Where is it? Where is Jimenez? Even Jimenez, or maybe I Spy, or even worse, Hamstermon plus. Actually, no. I Spy. Yeah, Hamster Marion's an option. I Spy. Then Mr. ISO. Your future's gone at that point. Yes, at the end of your turn you set it again, but you only they only need what do you call a few attack debuffs and then have enough damage to kill a 750 health guy. 750 health is not a lot, honestly. And killing this man is also very easy. Like, even if you set the stat of all ally fighter, like even if you let him live, your enemies let him live, they will just very easily kill him for like the next 2 turns, cause his HP is so shit. But he's a good combo with zombies, so I guess there's a bonus. But he's a legendary card, so he can only bring one. It's not really a good thing to rely on. And I still prefer him, you know, losing the legendary rarity, go down to a rare, and at that point, maybe he's good. Like at that point, I could forgive him for all the flaws in this card design, and he's gonna become good. I will run him. But for now, set stat is just not really that much of a good thing, and he's very easy to die, and it's very easy to counter his man. Oh yeah, let me tell you a story. One time, I am playing a heal deck, having 0 card in my hand. My opponent have a full field of what do you call? Basically, just random card like rare green rare card like what is it? First of all, I remember he have BLXHD gangmain style. I mean not gaming style. No, not gaming style. What Waddle Tom. Where is him? Where is that? Yeah, Cricky, Fatal Wing, and Me Boy King. And then he played this thing. It set all the guy down to like shit stat. But I still in trouble because I know this guy's still a nuisance. I have no fighter on in the field. I have one Jack in the box on the field at that point, and no other fighter. So I know that I may die. But then I top deck an I Spy. I play the I Spy. I draw another card. I get another I Spy, and do it again. Every guy attack is now 0. I hit him with the Jack in the Box. He survives. He set all the guy back to 700, 750, and 200. I get what do you call? What is that card called? Here, I have a better solution. Easy. I top deck check the noob. I kill off the Mario chocolate milk. They do some damage to my guys, and Jack in the Box survives with like around 600 HP left. And then the next turn, I top deck Gymnast, and then they all now 100 power. They Zoro kill off um, Jack in the Box, and they got another Gymnast, and then everything. And he just concede, like he just gave up. He don't play anymore. He draw 2 cards, and both those cards are just get debuffed to shit. So yeah, very easy to get countered. Next, Murdik. Better than this guy, I could say, but not that much better. He used to be very good. He used to be a very good control card, but now just 300 health, just not enough. And isn't even have haste, so it isn't really that much of a problem. And it's very expensive what it is. 2-4, kind of expensive. And when when you play it, it gets locked. Your opponent only need to do 1,400 damage. They only get counter attack 200 back, and they kill off a legendary card. Maybe this guy also a decent target for tower deck, but tower deck haven't really that being that good, especially when this thing is buffed to shit now. Or is it? Especially when this thing exists now, and this shit just get. It still exists, but it's outclassed as fuck. I'm gonna get to that later. So you just gotta destroy all of your effort putting into this guy in like a way a lot a way lot less bit. That's not very fun, isn't it? Yeah, that's the match is kind of flawed. I think if you invert the nerf and make him gain 500 back, 500 HP per time he's attack, he's probably up here. But then again, not really that good. And now think about it. Yeah, Resolutics go to the shame corner. You don't answer. Next, Silent 007. Same problem with Murdik, but there's just one difference. He's actually good because he gonna have his stat buff to Overhaven very quickly. Not a JoJo reference. And he's a 3/3, pretty cheap. I mean, they cost the same as a 6. He only costs 6, but he costs 1 more white and less green, which is fine. He started off as a 4/4, which not that good. But then whenever you target a thing, anything actually, he gains a 100 health and power. Pretty decent. He will get up stat very quickly. Also a decent combo with reverse backwards if you could somehow manage to pull it off. I did. So he's actually a very decent card. Not like this guy. This guy need to attack. He only need to survive, which is a way different thing. And this both got counter attack, but this guy counter attack for probably a lot more damage than this guy does. Oh yeah. Oh yes, I know this thing exists, destroy exists, and shit like that. But who cares? With this guy, I care because you actually need to buff his attack. With this guy, just give him one to three targeting blip, and you know, those targeting blip a free card. Yeah, one more thing. Yeah, Silent. Also, a really good combo with the Postillion one. See, 2 targeting blip, very good. Well, this asshole legendary card right here only gives you 1. This 6/6 the turn you play if you have 2 card targeting blip in hand. Decent, right? Probably is. Next, Zanzo Repetin. I know how to say her name because it was Zanzo. Zanzo put her as a low-ish near good card, basically B plus. Okay, she in my opinion just belong in the wrong class card, or maybe that's what she meant to be, so she didn't get overpowered. If she belongs in either blue or yellow, yeah, she's probably BA, but she doesn't belong in those two. She belongs in the class with the worst card draw in the game. That's her only problem. Bursts are kind of overpowered, and when she's transformed, she has it very good. But she, if you don't get the card quick enough, she can get swapped stat and it dies. She doesn't have any immunity, so she's kind of removable with sort of like destroy card and swap card. And you need to rely on luck because you only shuffle 5 per, not 6 or 7 or 8 or 10. If it's 10, in which you can be overpowered, but not 6. 6 is for 7. So yeah, she only transformed one. One quick note: she only transformed once. So you're not gonna get that 6/600 health and power again, and again. That's just dreaming. But I still put her here due to the fact you could splash her with one of these colors. Well, at that point she actually become good, cause you're gonna draw a lot quicker card and draw cards a lot more and have a higher chance of getting the bursts. And bursts are still good. Next, JoJo Bings. Put him as a low good question mark card, but he's not going down here. Trust me, he's not. Actually, okay, he's not going down here anytime soon. Yeah, because he actually very decent. I mean, as long as you control one nightmare and the cheapest nightmare only what do you call? Rat King. Yeah, Rat King is a 3 white card. The next turn you could play an 8/8 for 3. That's also a very useful effect. Shuffle 6 nightmare into your opponent deck. How cool is that? Just pure overpowered stats. 8/8. It is. It's probably the most annoying stat line in the game, by the way. And yeah, just nightmare related. Not necessary need to be in a nightmare archetype. Just nightmare related. Then you get then you got a decent stat on the field. Shuffles 6 nightmare, which may sometimes fuck up your opponent's draw. There's really nothing else I need to say about him. Next is Inekchi, the creepy girl. Um, yeah, if everything goes well, this card just gonna destroy your opponent. If not, then well, it's a very shit card for like is a 3-3-1-5-5 that dies very easily. But if everything goes well, and this card just take over games very quickly. Like just 2 nightmare, destroy 2 card. Next turn you can draw another. You lost in total 3 cards. End turn again, you lost more. Very annoying card if not answer well. But you need a lot of setup. But you get a huge reward for it, so that's why I put it above JoJo Banks. JoJo Banks just kind of generic stat card, but it's still good. So that's why these two are too close, very close to each other. Next is 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, 4 times saying 1. First of all, for the stat and the ability, pretty damn cheap, 4-3. That's why I put him here. A high good card. Actually, what the fuck does I put Silent here? Silent just go down here. Because he's not really, that viable. No, he's not, but just not to the level of viable. And where someone that. Okay, let's see. Good control card. First, good control card. Just set everything to 250 damage. You have a few attack debuffs in your hand. You take over games with this guy. Next, pretty damn tanky. That's all I'm gonna say. And next, it's be a card to buff your own guy. Like you just run some tanks and you play this guy, you'll do damage now. 250 damage is way different from 200. Like it's a big difference. So that's why this guy is very viable. Control card, yes. Cheap, yes. Stat, maybe. And buff capability, potential. Good. A very solid card, pretty imbalanced. Not necessarily my favorite, but close, maybe. No, yeah, no, far from it, but still a good card. Okay, what's next? Zabi Hunter. The fact that he's a zombie card instantly make him kind of bad because you have to combo it with a lot of things, and zombies gonna get reworked soon, so who knows what's gonna happen. I mean, in the Discord server they just said it. Here, where is it? Where is it? Zombies. Yeah, this is a clear change until they rework soon. TM. See? Oh, now unlocking infantry. Also, even worse of a nerf. So, there's that, but then again, if you have a bunch of zombies on the field, they gotta keep respawning. This guy gotta keep alive because he actually buffs his own health every time a guy die. 7 green, which is actually a cheap enough price for a green card, because green is like I said, a class that icons really doesn't matter at all. Like it's their job to gain an icon, and your opponent gonna get burned slowly until they die. Really a balanced cover card. And actually decent. Put him here, near good. Like I said, not the best card in the game. Not even that worse. I mean, not bad either. Next, Dar 1432. I am actually surprised about how good this man is. He is extremely generic of a card, and he's a bit overpriced, but he's still good in some cases. I mean, the haste really do help him, but I think he still need a little bit more work to make him good. He's do better than Zabi, because blah blah, afraid for 100 health. Haste dies 100 afraid for 100 health, so it's 200 health buff plus a 600 damage haste for 7. Yeah, that's like his only problem. He's cost too much. 7 is a lot. So I think that you should get him down to 6, and he become instantly good of a card. No need more change. But I still like this guy to have a change because his ability is just too boring for me. Boring doesn't mean it's bad. close to good. Next, our first S tier card, Beism. Why she's here? Well, where is it? Thought it's safe. Okay, just go watch my blue card video, and then you understand why she's here. She's first of all more reliable on than Teism, cause yeah, it's Teism. Teism. There you go. The duels. So she's more reliable in Teism, cause Teism just costs this much icons, while she only costs that much. Second of all, she's a green card, so her price really is just two whites and a few greens. Third of all, she actually have higher stats, semi-ish, compared to Teism. Although Teism could tank better, she have actual damage. Not saying 400 is low, just saying that 500 is big. And they both literally do the same thing. You just splash these two cards, and it's just amazing. Just a spam of ism-ish cards. That's I know. And even add a card in your base plate, which is good. Like very good for spamming. I love the changes they made to two of these cards. Like put a base plate in their card. I just love it. I don't get to talk about it in a teasem video, but now remember that's actually a very good thing, and that's why I like Beism more to the fact that she's more reliable than Teism in my opinion, and she's a green card, so really getting her out, not even that hard. Same stuff. S tier for me. Plus, Blitz give her an A in a tier list I'm not gonna talk about now. That's a later video. But Blitz give her an A. Just saying that. Okay, next. Absolute Confrontation. This card has absolutely shit of a card. I don't know why it exists. First of all, it's expensive. 4/4. Two different color. Kinda expensive. Next, 13 damage to all fighters. Well, cards that immune to damage do exist, and they're not even legendary cards at a time. Next is Summon Eclipse on your side, which is may seem cool, but Eclipse really just a shit card, dude. Like this card can do 600 damage to everything. May seems cool, but no, I wouldn't take it. And your opponent summons this thing. Like, what's the what's the what you get? What's the profit for you? You have no profit out of this card. Out of Absolute Confrontation. Absolute just bad. It's just a cool card, but it's just poorly executed because of this guy existing. So here's the thing. You play a card, destroy everything. Ultra Annihilator is on field. Look, it's immune to all damage. Yay. Now what you gonna do? Kill him somehow? Forget about it. You can't even transform, return, destroy, set the stat. It is that shit. you can kind of weaken and damage him. Oh wait, he immune to all damage. Yay. Great, what are you gonna do? Lose. Yeah, that's actually the best thing to do. Unless, you want BM, then yeah, you may win, but still. If your opponent play it correctly, when you play this card, they win. Technically. They have one huge card in the field. They only need to play no other card, and that card just gonna stay alive for nearly forever. Yeah, for nearly. Even can solo Telemon if it wants. Seriously. It's an 8,000 card. You think you think when you play this card you win? Don't think of it. It's not. As long as you play this thing before it, you're not. Because Ultra Annihilator is a busted card. AF. The reason why it's balanced because is balanced because its initial summon effect is 7 ultras. So imagine this. You have 7 ultras on the board. Most of the ultras just damn low health anyway. You play this thing. Your opponent can focus on the ultra to make this guy die slowly, while you only have a huge damage for like one hit, and then this guy gonna lock himself up. Second of all, every time a ally fighter dies, he summons an ultra other. Wait a minute, what is ultra other? So in this thing, which you only have 200 HP, so you can kill this thing more and more, and then he's gonna slowly die, and he's finally dead. But with this thing, what if they only you gotta destroy everything, then you summon two guys, your opponents don't play anything and they win. It's such a shit card. Like I don't know how even fix this thing. It's just such crap. Okay, next meta attack. Well, my favorite card. I even traded ninjas for this card, and then I'm gonna disappoint how shit it is. It's more viable than this thing. I would say that. It's not really the best card in the game. Cause what if your opponent don't attack this man? This guy ability then becomes shit. What? Oh, about what this? What if you attack them, but then a counter attack exists? Like you gotta do 400 damage, get counter attack, even if it's 200 damage. And well, to a point where you keep doing that, then to a point, this man will be in one of your opponent's card killing range. They're just gonna kill it before he even get to trigger his ability. And to trigger his ability, he also need two other zombies. Really, really not good of a card. Like there's just such an easy way to counter this man. Just don't attack him. That's all. Your opponent probably not gonna attack you with this thing either, because they don't want this thing die. Even if they do, then this man slowly die. I think I have been thinking about this for a long time, but like an extremely cool way to make this card balanced and actually make a very decent card, actually extremely viable and overpowered. Actually, it's to make it itself okay. Counter attack or be counter attack. So when they attack, this man will do no damage to them, but he gotta keep resetting his stat. But when he attack, they can't do anything to him either. So he actually a threat on the field, because the 400 damage each turn that doesn't counter attack really is painful. So they have to start answering mad attack with a card that do exactly 1,208 damage, or else he's just gonna reset his stat. That would make him very good. Like very, very good. I would, if they make that, I would accept for them to add an extra green icon to his main cost, if they do that. But for now, they don't do that, so he's still shit. Well, actual what the fuck. Okay, that's all of the actual what the fuck card. Next to from a very trash, from two trash card to a not too good card, but better in two of them, both of them. Let's see, 4/4, 700, 700, not the best side in the world. Very good ability, extremely annoying ability, but it is very answerable and easy to kill at points, because 700 HP isn't a lot, and 700 damage is a lot, but probably gonna die. And you wanted this man to live as long as he could, because he actually very expensive for his ability and his stats. And his abilities is really good, but you need him to survive. That's the point. He's already expensive enough the turn you cast him, and then the next two turn you have to give him buffs so he can survive and keep burning your opponent. Ability alone, this man is better than most of the green card legendaries wise. But due to his weak stat and weak damage overall and kinda expensive of cost, he's here in the middle of the new tier. Next, Inception Time. That's just like that one card that just needs so much setup, but the reward is actually worth it. With Eye of Heaven, you need like you know a ridiculous amount of red stud. With this thing, Just need 13,000 life. Damn. Play this thing, your opponent lose. Getting 13,000 life isn't actually that hard. Life gain decks is a thing, and it exists. So yeah, this man's a very good finisher. But he need too much setup. But he's still good. He used to be a meta sometime. He's still here. Next. Call Me Bob. Is it a girl or a boy? I don't know. Just put her here. Put her here. Call her. Yeah. Just gotta put her here. Why? Same stat as this guy. You need to gain life written there. Alright, your opponent will go. And then they will just only need to do 700 damage to this. And it dies. That's easy. It's just that easy. And when it survives, you need to end your turn to gain life, because most of the card that gain life is usually an end turn effect. And then yeah, you gotta reset stat, but you know just 700 health is not enough, dude. If she was a, let's say, 1,000 life, 400 damage, she be good. She be decent, very nice actually. Actually, not really that, like, not really nice, but like, it's better than what she is. Because the point of her is that she could survive very long, but with 700 HP, you're not gonna survive that long. Got a flawed card, put it in C. Next, reverse backwards. First of all, extremely expensive stat card for the stat and a damaging thing. And whenever you cast fire, try to stat all of a target fighter. So you can swap stat, maybe not affect that much. Sometimes swapping stat is not even that good. So you're just gonna go swap the stat of himself instead. And that's gonna make, just basically spend a tons of icon on a card to have 700 HP and 700 damage. Really, really expensive. Like, this match does not even need buffs. This is a very cool card. Like I said, there's a lot of cool card that's just not really that good. If this man was just a 4/4, not a 4/4 actually. That 4/4 is too. Even with a 4 whites, 4 green, he'd be good. Like, he'd be very decent, but now he's kind of expensive what he is. And you play him, you're not gonna necessarily win the game. Like, you're not gonna win the game. Not necessary. But in a swap deck, he's actually very amazing, and he's an engine for it. So that's why I gave him this. He have combo potential. So I blame the guy a lot, but seriously think he's a cool card. Just need a little bit of icons buff. There. Next, Beseech the Mastermind. Let's just say this right here. Orinthian is still broken as fuck. And because this card existed, it got up here. Orinthian is just still busted, and I don't think they even nerfed it yet. But whether or not, it's just still very good of a card. Basically give you a thing I'm like, oh, you're fire free, and then you can discard, and it's 3 times. And you have to just return 4 fighter to your hand this turn or last turn. Give you a green, you could cast this thing for nearly free too as well. And Orinthian is actually very good for card draw and stuff. Also good for combos. So yeah, this thing just kinda overpowered. Like, it's actually pretty damn strong. Yeah, let's put it here. I think I underestimated it when I'm making the tier list, but no, this thing is actually very strong now. It's just, you can keep having free cards. Like, how broken is that? Free cards is damn ass broken, dude. And you could return your hand, and then you just gonna play a bunch of cards that have like on cast effect, and take over the game. By the way, this is one of the cool cards. Actually good. I actually really love this card actually. But if there's yin, there's yang. I don't know if there's good, there's evil, and evil is this thing. Oh, he should be so good. It's a card draw for green, but then I'll just only keep 1. Just 1. 1 is not enough. I need 2. 1 is far from enough. I need 2. If you put it 2, then, well, I have nothing else to say, man. This may just instantly be good. But yeah, we have 1, and 1 card is not enough. Put it here. Still more viable on this. Trust me. A good tank. a good swarm clear. Makes it also very easy to counter by attack debuff. Next, okay, let me just say this. I have been saying this. I've been calling this card since I play this game, so I don't wanna break my tradition. Sama, me boy Titanio. Okay, that's how I call it. Titano, Titanio, cause when I was starting playing this game, I thought this card called Titanio, and then I get used to calling it Titanio that I don't realize it's called Titano until now. That's being said, good card. If you play Me Boys, it's gonna have a bunch of icons. It's a wipe by itself. It doesn't make you all non Me Boys. So you play Memes, this thing survives. Cast only control Me Boy, a very easy thing to do. 10 greens. Unleash Titanio, which is a very wipeable card, but it's a threat, and regardless, and it's good. But here, need you still need less, what I call setup compared to this thing in such a time. Okay, next, the best card in green class, in green legendary, in my opinion. 1337. Put it right here. Buff this man. If you're lucky, you win. If you don't, you only gonna lose if you don't buff this man enough, or you're not even gonna get him out because he's actually very expensive. But when you get him out, just start winning game. Even your opponent return this card, well, it returns is kind of a problem, but yeah, it's a very decent of a card. That's all I can say. Just very buffable. This man just simple. Like I hate cards that's just too generically simple, like Ripple and Dar. But this man just like to the point of super simplistic that I like him. Nothing else to say. Good card. S tier. Really, just simple. Have to have stat. Just remove the O's extra thing. He have 30 extra health. That's a lot. Just kidding. Okay, Polyhex. Yeah. Please buff this card, please. Okay, the two colorless stuff. Yeah, it's effect something. But the two green stuff just gonna go away when you end a turn because Store Sid exists. So please give this man another ability. And it's a bit. The thing I disappoint most about this guy is that his ability is nothing like what I imagined him to be. His ability is a stud gaining ability, while in the game he created, it just bombs everywhere. Like he should be like when his card is cast, throw bombs at everything that do some damage, like something like damage. And maybe 600 or something may give him a decent cost, and well he'll be balanced. But this ability in game he's just a generic give you two things to just compensate for his cost, and a 1000, which kind of easy to deal with when you think about it. Like he's actually pretty damn easy to deal with. And to cast this card, you need 5/5 first, then you will get cast him, and you kinda get a 3/3 on the field. But that's really doesn't gonna change anything about this man. His ability just nothing like what I imagined it to be, and they just give him a rework. Like this ability just not good in today's meta, in today's game mechanic. Just give him another ability. Like give, yeah. I'm surprised that Scar haven't get buff yet. She's my only cool golden border, pink border, and yet she's just such shit. Same thing to this guy. He doesn't the green stud. Just give him a new ability, dude. Make him less generic. There's a lot of generic card here. Green just kind of generic overall. Oh yeah, that's why they have things called generic green decks. So here, he's gonna stay here. Not gonna move up. Just better than these two, but worse than most of these. So disappointed. Next, Razutix. Completely completely and utterly outclasses by the newly buffed it. Complete by strength. Yeah, you get an extra 1,500 and 200 HP on the 200 damage on the field for extra price of one more white stud and four more green. How outclasses is this guy? A. Reduce his cost greatly. B. Give him an entire new ability. Or C. Give him actual good stat. That's how I gotta fix him. Or if else, this man just completely outclassed. And I think I might probably go down here. But he's still better in 2 of these, so yeah. Rozutik just kind of crap, dude. So outclassed. Like, do you forget this card? Forgot this card exists? That you buff that thing, but not buff this thing? I think you do, guys. I think Chaos, I think you do. Next, Biostream. Okay, the stat for the cost is instantly shit, and he get 3 Hexaria cards. Is plus 300 damage, plus 300 health, and a minus 300 attack. Each of them costs 1 grand neutral stud, 1 white stud, and discardable. So he's either an A, 6 white, 6 white, 8 green that do something, like give you attack buff and shit like that, or B, 6 white, 8 greens, give 3 permanent stud or like 3 stud that turn, with shit stat, extremely shit stat actually, and really not that good of a card. Like, I prefer the old guy. Just make him what he is. Like, just, please. I love this card. But he's just such shit now. Just invert what you did to him. And he'll be fine again. Thank you. To that point though, he's here. Too expensive. Just too expensive. Next, Cat Eye Master Perception. Seriously though, this thing just overpowered as fuck. It's a 5/5, put a 1k2 on the field, give you 1 of pearl stud into your base plate, which is just so nice. Give you a Nexus, which you may discard, or you combo it with yellow and you get even more stat on the field. This card is so much better. Oh, it's a 6/6. Oh, well, even then, it's still good. Still good. Yeah, just put a threat on the field, give you like even more stud. Like, the put a colorless stud in your base play just what makes this card so good. And give you a card. So good. That's why I'm gonna put him up here. Because yeah, I'm gonna put him here. It's actually good. Next, Nimble Z. I don't have this card, but trust me, it's a good card. Just put stat on the field. Don't have it here, so I can't talk much about it. But seriously, if you can use it, use it. It's a just delicious of a card. Okay, boys, final boss. Pritis. I want to give her an actual introduction, cause I like this card, but she's shit. Only card I come for now.
Priestess Zanzel.
Good. Okay. Priestess Zanzel. First of all, 13 greens. That's a lot. Someone a bad stat, bad stat for the card, what it is, end your turn, which is probably its biggest downside. And then, if you get to hit once, you win. Simple card. I like it. And it's good if you can manage to pull it off. But if it's dull, then well, you're just spent 13 green on stat card. Seriously, this is like one of those just high risk, high reward card. If you manage to pull it off, you win. If not, then you'll lose. Kinda, not necessarily lose, but like severely damage in green stud supplies. Just use it, Maybe in the turn, use a wipe next turn, maybe you win. So this card just I have nothing much to say about it. I like it. I love the way that she works, and she's an easy way for lazy people like me to just win. But she was hard to pull off, and she's 13 green, which is even to a classic green, still hard to get. I guess that's all the green legendary cards rank. What do you guys think? Put something in the comment section. Share the video, I guess. I don't need that much like. Just share the videos. Hope you enjoy. Hope I occupy your boredom or maybe your free time for like around 30 minutes, maybe. Bye. Keys. Case.